Return on investment, or ROI, is one of the simplest calculations in the financial world. It's a ratio, the gain from your investment minus the cost of that investment divided by the total amount you have invested. Now, because the gain minus the cost essentially equals the net gain or loss on the investment, you could simplify it simply by taking your net gain or loss divided by the total amount you have invested. So for example, if you invested $10 and got $1 back, that is a 10% ROI. Now, the real beauty of ROI lies in its simplicity. Typically, the ROI formula is used to calculate one-time gains or losses, like the profit from flipping a property or measuring the annual income from a rental property, or for that matter, any other type of business. Return on investment tells you how efficient an investment is at generating profits for you. It answers the simple question, how much money can I expect to make back in profit for every dollar I invest? Now, as with anything, there are some advantages and limitations with using the return on investment calculation. When it comes to the advantages, outside the obvious benefit of how simple it is, using an ROI calculation allows an investor to easily compare two investment opportunities. Suppose you had two investment opportunities and all else was equal. If investment A will yield a 10% return, while investment B only yields an 8% return, then you could pretty confidently move forward with investment A knowing that your money is going to work harder for you. But let's face it, okay, the factors involved in two investment opportunities are never equal, and that leads us to our first big limitation. The ROI calculation ignores the factor of time. In the real world, time plays a very important role in your returns. If two different investments both yield a 10% ROI, but you get your money back within 1 year with investment A, however, you have to wait 3 years to get it back with investment B, then clearly investment A is the better option because you get your money back sooner. But unless you're presented with this information, you wouldn't know this simply by looking at the ROI number alone. The ROI calculation also ignores risk. Imagine two different investments both yielding a 10% ROI. One of them is extremely safe while the other is extremely risky. Obviously, you would choose the safe investment that offers the same return, but again, the ROI formula by itself contains no information about risk. Another thing worth mentioning about ROI is that the profit and investment figures are subject to all kinds of human errors like optimism, omission, and false assumptions, especially when calculating the projected ROI, which is essentially predicting what we hope will happen in the future. Nobody really knows the future, and it's not uncommon for us to have unrealistic or misguided expectations about how the situation will actually play out. Like any calculation, the result is only as valid as the numbers you input. But in the case of ROI, it's easy to ignore some crucial variables when calculating both your potential profits and your initial investment amount. For every investment you make, it's a good idea to calculate your anticipated ROI. ROI is just one of several lenses to view any prospective investment through. You should also consider the time horizon of the investment, the risk, the impact of inflation, the liquidity of the investment, and the opportunity cost of investing in one asset over another. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and check out our easy ROI calculator at retipster.com/ROI. And if you found this helpful, be sure to check out the next video in the corner that explores another important way to analyze investment opportunities, the cash-on-cash return. See you there.